Hi, my name is Sandra. I'm the creator at Sing Play Create, and this is Sing Play Create Teaching Tips. Today's video is 10 free Halloween activities you can use easily in your elementary music classroom. Activity number 1. This is going to be a big hit with your K through 3 classes. It's called We're Going on a Monster Hunt. You can get to this video by going to the Sing Play Create YouTube channel. A fun way to use this activity in a music classroom is to put scarves with the activity. So in the story there are 3 different actions, and for those actions you're going to choose a different scarf movement. When you choose the actions, you could have the kids just do this while they're singing. Going on a monster hunt. I got my binoculars. I'm not scared. And then they're going to go through the journey of the 3 different places they have to get to before monster is the haunted house, and then they will then be in the haunted house, and when they see the monster, they do this. When they can't see anything. So you're going to have them, oh, it's dark in here. I see 2 ears, and then the eyes, and then the teeth. And then when they run away, they can run away. And you can have them, instead of running around your classroom, you could just have them spin and run in space. So they're just turning in their little circle doing around. So the fun thing that I like to do with the actions is I actually like to tell them what the actions are before we do it with the scarves. And then I'll ask them to make up some moves for those scarf actions. And I encourage them to choose things where they're making big movements. So we want to get them going across the body, and we can do this, or we can go high to low across the body. You can have them switch hands across the body. You can have them do this and go across the body. Like jump could be like this, jump, jump. And then you can have them do things like waving across the body. So we want to try and get them doing some of those kind of actions, not just this and straight in front. Because it's when we cross midline that we're really getting that brain to make the connections, and I tell them, well, let's get our brains to make connections. And so we have to cross across the body, and we can make big movements. And they can even, if it's jumping or stomping, whatever the actions are in one of these hunts, because you don't have to use my monster hunt, there's a whole bunch of them. Whatever the actions are, you can, have them do the jump or the stomp or the crawl or whatever it is with their scarf, that's fine. But I like using the scarf with it because at the end they get to do this thing, and they really have a good time doing that. And then when they slam the door, you can have them toss their scarf in the air and drop it to the ground, and then they have to fall down with their scarf and be really quiet because that's the end of the story. So that is one fun activity you can do during the month of October, during the scariest time of the year in the classroom. While I'm talking about scarves, Sing Play Create has 2 scarf activities on the YouTube channel, as you can see. So you can head on over there and have a good few minutes of scarf movement that is Halloween themed with some fun Halloween music. You might be playing some kind of game in your music classroom for the month of Halloween, like Pass the Pumpkin, or you might be doing the Peer Gynt Suite, where they're playing the beat and going fast and slow and loud and soft on the beat. And then it might be time for a brain break. So you can go ahead and grab this Halloween freeze dance activity that you can pull up and show to your students and have them do this activity for as long as you need them to. So if you only need 1 minute of a transition, then you just pull this up and you can play it for 1 minute. They're going to get at least 4 actions in that minute, which is plenty for a very quick brain break. If you need it to be longer, the videos vary in length, but they're at least 5 minutes, so you can have a good 5-minute movement activity if that's what you need. And then it would be a great time to pull them over and read a Halloween story. Or you could sing a slow song like Skin and Bones and have them sing a song after they've had the movement break. The next activity is a complete music lesson, and it's Halloween chant 5 little pumpkins, but I changed the words to be specific to the elementary music classroom. And the great thing about this video is you can pull it up and use it as a complete lesson. Then you could combine it with a scarf or a freeze activity or one of the other activities that I'm going to share with you here. The next activity is a movement break. It is a skeleton dance. And so you're going to have the students, and this is really popular with your pre-K, kinder, and first graders in particular. We're going to be skeletons, and we're going to get everything loose. And if you're working with the pre-K and kinders, it's a good idea to go through the body parts with them before you do the song. So we're going to say we're going to wiggle our head, and we're going to wiggle our neck, and we're going to wiggle our shoulders. And you can have them say the words back to you nice and slowly, and then you're telling them just give it a try. And their elbows and their wrists and their fingers and even their thumbs. So you could go through and just do a nice little wiggle each part of the body before you do the skeleton dance. And then when they do the song, they're going to feel a little more comfortable moving all those different parts of their body. And we've helped our little ones learn about their body. It also helps them with their space, because we're going to say we're going to keep all our wiggly bones in our personal space while we do the skeleton dance. And then I like to do a quieter activity after we do something like that, so then they can sit down, and we might want to get out the drums and play the beat to a song or sing a song or read a story. A movement activity is a nice segue to something that's sitting down or more quiet. The next activity is another Halloween movement song. So all my tips about skeleton dance work for this. It's called Halloween Dance, Halloween Dance. So what I like to do is I will just put it on and have them do the song. Just let them go for it. Then we can sit down and I can pause the video and teach them each action. And you know, if you haven't had time to prep, which that's okay, you're only teaching 6 or 7 grade levels and you have millions of activities to do, I get it. That's an easy way to just do it with them. Do it with your first class, then you'll know it. So put the video link in a Google Slides with all your Halloween music activities. And then you can pull that video up, have the kids do the song, and then don't just have them do the song and do nothing with it. What you can do is have them then pause and have them show you, okay, what do we do during this part? And have them show you. And then let it play for a minute. Say, watch, 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 watch. Okay, what's the action that we do next? Okay, watch, 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 watch. What's the action we do next? And then see if you can put all the actions together. So that's a fun way to learn an action song. We're also teaching them sequencing. You're teaching them to look and listen, and they're getting a great movement break out of it. The next set of activities, I'm just putting this all in one group, is Halloween or October songs. I like my students to sing at the beginning of class, whether it's a vocal warm-up or we're singing a special song of the month. Especially with my pre-K through 2nd graders, I really like them to have a special song that they're singing. You know, they only get music once a week or so, and I just want them to use that singing voice as much as we can. So I always have a little song that we're working on, and again, I just take the link to the YouTube video to these songs. I put them in my lesson plan for the October month for my kindergarten classes, and this is going to be their song, or I might have 2 different songs that they're working on, as well as their vocal explorations. And that's our warm-up to class. So I might have one of these songs in there, and there's about 5 of them on the Sing, Play, Create YouTube channel. There's a song called October, where they spell October. There's a song called Bats and Cats. There's another song called The Black Cat. There's another song called Halloween is Coming Soon. And there's another one called 3 Round Pumpkins. So if you don't want to do a lot of Halloween stuff, there are other little action songs in the October Halloween playlist on the Sing, Play, Create YouTube channel. So the way I introduce a song to them is I just play the video and I say, just, you know, move freely to the music. How does it make you feel? And then they do that to the little song, and then I have them sit down and I'll either, you know, echo clap the rhythm, or I'll sing and have them echo sing it back to me. It depends how much time I have and how deep I want to go. You can even use the video to do that. You can play the video and pause it and have them sing sing that back to you. That is a great way to save your voice. You don't have to do all the singing in the classroom. Let your students use their voices. Once they've learned the words, then we can sing the whole song through. Another fun thing you can do with these songs is put all of them together for a little Halloween program. After my students know the song, if I'm teaching it to 2nd and 3rd grade, then what I do is I have them break into small groups and I have them come up with the actions for the song. Especially in 3rd grade, I have found they really like to do this. They either like to make it into a story, or they want to do actions, or they want to get the scarves out and do it with scarves. And I let them do that probably on the 3rd class time, because by that time they will know the song and they'll know the things I've taught them through the song, and then they can go and create on their own.
The next activity is Halloween body percussion activity. And what I do is I usually just put the video on. I'm going to have the kids just follow along the first time and just tell them to do their very best. That way they can have an overall picture of what the expectation is. And then depending on the age group, I will go through and stop. As you can see, I give the directions and then we do the action. So then I'll have them practice those actions. I'll just slide through the video and do each action, and then I'll have them practice it, and then we will try it with the video again and see if they can keep up with it. What's really fun if you do like this kind of activity is this is on the YouTube channel, but you can get the resource and it has cards that then you can put in a center or have the students choose what actions they want to do and put them together and make little body percussion patterns. And that's just another fun Halloween activity you can use with the video on the Sing Play Create YouTube channel. This next activity is a Witch's Brew story song. It's got all kinds of different actions that students can do in it. They're going to sing, run, duck, jump, dodge, crawl, spell Halloween, and do a dance. There Was an Old Witch. It's an original song, but it's similar to There Was an Old Woman Who Swallowed a Fly, that kind of an idea where it's a cumulative song and they're on a journey going and looking for things to put in the witch's brew so she can make sure Halloween starts. So there is a free resource, as you can see in these slides. The kids are going to do the different actions. When they see the zombie, they're going to pound their fist. When they see the pumpkin, they're going to roll their hands. When they see the ghost, they're going to open and close their hands, open and shut them. And then when they see the dragon's egg, they're going to clap their hands together. And when they see the skeleton's thigh bone, they're going to pat their thighs quickly like rattling bones. You can go through the activity directions using the freebie from the Sing Play Create free resource library, and then you can put it with the video and have the students play along. Those are the actions. Then I went through and gave an instrument for each of those actions. So you could get out your instruments and have the students play for each of those things that the witch is going to have to collect for her brew. So the first one, like the zombie eye, you could have them play a triangle. For the pumpkin, a drum. For the dust of a ghost, some shakers. For a dragon's egg, some wood blocks or sand block. And the skeleton's thigh bone could be rhythm sticks. So there's lots of different ways you can do that kind of an activity. You can have every student have one of those kind of instruments, or you can have groups of triangles sit together and groups of drums sit together so the students can help each other play when it is their time to play during the song, because it's going to repeat and it's going to go backwards, and so they have to pay attention. So it's a really fun music and movement activity you can do through the whole month of October.
The last idea is if you're looking for some spooky music and Halloween songs for your upper elementary to sing, I have a set of songs that are on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. You'll find them everywhere. And you can use those songs for your upper grades. They are also available in the Sing Play Create Teachers Pay Teacher store and on my website. But if you just want some spooky music playing, these are a great option. You can do a lot of beat and rhythm activities and freeze dances and other things with them. So I hope you'll go check those out. I appreciate you being here. I know you have a tough job, and the month of October can sometimes be a little hairy, spooky, monsterish. So hang in there. Let's keep those kids moving and learning with music.